Now I'm discussing about almabetter 5 interview questions for apply statistics using video presentation. Question 1 is, what is the difference between a joint probability distribution and a marginal probability distribution? The joint probability distribution involves multiple variables that is independent of each other, while a marginal probability distribution considers only one variable, ignoring the others. That's what is the difference between a square matrix and a rectangular matrix. A square matrix has an equal number of rows and columns, while a rectangular matrix has different numbers of rows and columns. The next question is, what are the different sampling methods commonly used in statistical inference? Some common methods include simple random sampling, stratified sampling, systematic sampling, and cluster sampling. In system random sampling, suppose if we choose students in a class of 100 students between 1 to 100, we can randomly choose any student after numbering between 1 to 100. In stratified sampling, suppose in a given school we are having 60% of girls and 40% of boys. Then we have to make two different strata of boys and girls. Then we have to choose randomly from boys and girls strata. Then systematic sampling, suppose if we choose students between 1 to 10, suppose we choose students between 1 to 10 and randomly assign pick a student after every 10th section, after every 10th segment, then that is called as systematic sampling. And now coming back to cluster sampling, suppose we want to know the details of each and every employee from a company, then we cannot take the details about every employee because it is very huge process. So we have to uh, divide those employees into departments, and then we can cluster from each department. And this process is known as cluster sampling. Now, how do you determine if two random variables are independent based on their joint probability distribution? This is as simple as that. If the joint probability distribution is the product of the marginal distributions, because we know marginal distributions only is applied on single variable independent of each other. So, if the two events are of marginal product of marginal distributions, then variables are independent. What is a vector in mathematics? Vector is a mathematical object that has both magnitude and direction, commonly represented as an ordered set of numbers. And magnitude of a vector can be calculated by taking the square root of the, which is also known as the length of the vector, can be taken out by taking the square root of the squared components, square root of the square sum of squared components, whereas the direction can be calculated as the angle into the coordinate axis, and which can be calculated by using a trigonometric functions. That's it. Thank you. Now, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.